guys, and welcome back to Boots and Bunny Homestead. And we're probably one of the last few people left that hasn't revealed our seed order. So we're going to go through what we have, what we've ordered, and I'll let you know kind of how I store mine. Because I do it a little differently probably than what you've seen. But we placed an order with Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, I guess back in December? When did we get it? I don't know. It came
January.
It came in January.
It was like the end of January.
Okay. I don't know. Let's say we ordered it about the middle of January and got it at the end of January. So we've had it for a little while. And we want to let you know what we had ordered and kind of just go through it with you. So open her up there, honey.
Yup.
And to be quite honest,
we forgot what we ordered. I'll go ahead and throw that out there. I know the end of that statement.
I ordered it. He paid for it.
That's how it goes.
And I forgot what I ordered.
Oh my. There's seeds.
And I've never actually ordered seeds before. So this is first for me.
This is the bill.
This is the bill.
Oh, these are big packs. Yeah. I like this.
I always see everybody's packages and stuff on other YouTube videos, and so I've never actually got my own, so this is exciting.
How should I do these?
Okay, we'll just start with...
Oh, you have one of everything, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, we'll start at the top and go down. So this one is Giants of Sicily, and these are radishes. And as you know, that we have really gotten into eating a lot of radishes lately. So we got these to try, and these are giants, and these get like 2 or 3 inches, I believe. All right, what you got?
I got borage. It's an herb.
It is an herb, and I'm going to use this to make some teas.
Oh, it's a white flower sister to the blue borage. Ah. Tastes like sweet cucumber.
Yeah.
Subtly sweet cucumber flavor.
Yep,
Cool.
and they were out of the blue, or I would have gotten the blue too.
There's next time.
Okay, and then I have white horehound. This is also an herb and a flower. And this is going to be some of my medicinal herbs that I'm going to be planting.
I've got the toothache plant in yellow.
Yellow toothache plant. I started to get the one that looks like the Buckeyes, but I talked myself out of it because I think the yellow will be prettier. But the toothache plant is exactly what it is. It puts off this yellow flower here that you see, and you can, if you come over here, I may have to play a little trick on you if you hadn't watched this video. But you can take the yellow flower off and chew on it, and it has a numbing factor in it that will numb like toothaches and gums and stuff like that. So that'll be part of my medicinal herbs that we'll be planting soon. And this one I have is mullein, or some people say mullein, and it's it's also an herb that's going to be part of my medicinal practices that I am dipping my toes in this year. What you got?
I got bee balm, wild bergamot.
Wild bergamot bee balm.
Wildflower.
And this is going to be, again, part of my tea collection that I'm getting into. Bee balm, it has a very calming factor like chamomile and lavender, and can help, especially like kids and stuff, go to sleep without having to take medicine. It's a relaxer. And the bergamot as well. A lot of you that deal with like essential oils and stuff know about the bergamot and sage mixture. All right. So next I have, this is my free set. I'm going to save it for last. So whenever you order Baker Creek, I got 2 packs of those. Whenever you order Baker Creek, they give you a free seed package with your order. And this is actually one that I wanted, but I don't think they had it. So I couldn't get it. So I got it. We'll save that for last. Okay, so this one I have is Ella Campaign or Horsetail. It's another one of my medicinal herbs. And I'll have to read up on it a little bit, but it's going to be part of my, like I said, medicinal treatments that I'm going to be coming up with.
Okay, I got the Dandelion Pink. That'll be for the tea deal that we're getting to as well.
Yep, Dandelion has a lot of properties in it that you can use as medicinal or in teas. And so they were out of like the yellows and oranges. And so I figured I could do pink since I've got a lot of yellows and whites and different colors. And so I'm going to throw a little pink in there too.
That's cool. I've seen pink ones.
Yeah, I hadn't either, but the yellow one was out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know some of these.
You just did the dandelion. Okay, so now we have Agastache. I don't know how to say this. It is the Texas Hummingbird Mint.
That's what I was going to say if I got
that
one.
This is the Texas Hummingbird Mint. And it gives off these purple flowers. This is going to be part of my medicinal and teas as well. So I'm excited to see about this one. It's a mint, but one of the other reasons why I got this is because it repels mosquitoes, and it has a mosquito repelling oil is what it says, and you can use it in flower arrangements and teas and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of learning to do this year.
No mosquitoes. All right, this one's the calendula.
Mm-hmm. Which one did we get? Rosina.
Yellow.
It's Rosina. Right there.
So like a town in California.
It is, probably. But this one, the calendula, I've got to make my salves and stuff that I was making. You guys, if you're new to the channel, I make comfrey and calendula salve, and a lot of you guys have actually ordered some for me. And I went ahead and got this one. It's the Rosina because it has the highest medicinal properties in it. So now my salve is going to be even better. So these will be orange and yellow and, stay in that color family.
And use it to make dyes as well.
Yes, some of these, I forgot about that, but some of these you can actually boil down and use as coloring dyes agents.
That's cool.
Lots going on.
All right.
All right, the next one is Cumin. I forgot I got this one. But it's, of course, cumin is, the cooking herb. And you use the flowers and stuff, like dry the flowers up, and that's where the spice is. So I'm excited to see exactly how much cumin I can get out of this. Those flowers don't look very promising. I'm going to get a whole lot. But hey, I figured, if nothing else, it'd be a pretty little flower in my herb gardens. And what does that say? Harvest the seeds when dry before the seed heads shatter, usually about 2 months after sowing. Okay, so we're going to directly sow this one outside. Huh. Learning process.
That's what this one said too. The calendula was self-sow.
Yeah, most of these we're going to sow outside. Huh. Some of them I have to start early. I'll have to go through and separate them back out. What you got?
This one is the milkweed.
Milkweed.
It says it's a very pretty pollinator.
Yes, it is. And it's also going to be in my medicinal category.
I just think it's pretty.
What's it look like? I forgot what it looked like. That's different. Looks like stars. Let me show them. Look closer. Looks like some purple stars. Hopefully you guys can see that.
I was waiting to pause a second to make sure. You would focus on it. That's cool.
And you'll see a lot of these I'm not just going to throw out in the bed either. I've got plans for certain ones. Been planning. All right. This one is Feverfew. This is the white flower, white stars, Feverfew. And this is a big medicinal herb and flower. Let's see, what does it say? Yeah, it's a beautiful medicinal plant traditionally used to treat headaches. So I'll be using this, you know, and all these herbs and stuff, flowers, different things in like tinctures and syrups and just however I need to make them to be medicinal. All right.
All right, this one is the Utitu pepper. It's a Polish commercial variety.
I just got it because it was orange.
It's sugary, sweet when ripe. It can reach up to half a pound. Supposed to be a block shape.
Okay, now I also have red peppers. And this one is the orange one. And I'll go ahead and jump into this one. I've got a lilac, which is the purple, and then a golden California, which is yellow. So with the regular green bell pepper, which I have in here, I'll have green, and you can let those stay on there to turn red, orange, purple, and yellow. So I'll have a mixture of bell peppers that I'll be able to can and to freeze and use in different, you know, salsas and stuff like that.
I didn't know there was a purple one.
Yeah, it is. It's called lilac. Isn't it pretty?
It is. Looks like a tiny eggplant.
Crispy, juicy, and sweet.
Oh, it's purple. It ripens to red.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't think it too early.
Well, no, you can pick it at purple, and then the longer you leave it on there, it'll turn red. Most of them turn red, like jalapenos. You can leave those on the vine, or on the bush, and you know they'll eventually turn red. So you can have green and red jalapeno peppers if you want. All right. You go ahead and do it.
Well, these kind of go together, don't they?
Kind of, sort of. Did I already have this one? Hang on, I might have gotten two of these. Let me see.
Oh, I had two of
Oh, no. I've got this one. Okay, so we got the wild bergamot bee balm, and then I got a lemon bee balm.
This is lemon.
Lemon bee balm, that's lemon balm.
Lemon balm.
Yeah. This one flowers, that one doesn't. So that one is the lemon bee balm, which is purple flowers, and an herb. And then, see, this one, is it this one or that one?
This is for tea.
Okay. This one is the one that makes you sleepy. It's a calming agent. Mm-hmm. This one helps fever blisters.
Cool.
So all you people that have fever blisters, you can make a tincture with this. And it helps with fever blisters. Cool. Alright, and the last one that we've actually ordered is yarrow. This is the regular, just plain white, little dainty yarrow flowers. And this one is good for colds, fevers, and for healing wounds. So I'll be making whatever I can out of this to go in my medicinal cabinet. Okay? And then the last, is that all that's in there? Okay, the last one, which is my free seed. It even says it, free seed. Okay, this is, if you watch Roots and Refuge, she plants this. And she talks really highly about it. And I wanted it, but they were out of it. Because I guess all you people had ordered it already. So
No, they had them in the free.
They put them in the free box. That's what it was. So this is kale. It's the Russian red or ragged jack. And if you watch Roots and Refuge, Jess plants this one. And it is very cold tolerant. And she talks very highly about it, about the flavor and everything. And it's got you can eat it as baby greens or you can let it get big. And so I'm excited to try that since it's my free one. And it's a purplish green. It's pretty.
Yeah, well, its vines are purple.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a purplish green. Well.
That's cool. Surprise.
Got my work cut out for me on figuring out when to plant all that stuff and get it going. Now, we're going to move on to how I store mine and what I already have. So give us just a second.
Black specks in there. We got some freebies.
We got extra seeds in the bottom of our bag. Alright. Let's see. Also to go with some of my herbs, I got this year was a Black Eyed Susan. Just got these at Walmart. So I'll be reading up on those to go with my herbs. A new one I want to try this year, which I actually should be planting it now.
Should.
So, since I've got all the time in the world, is kohlrabi. And I also heard Jess talk good about this. So I've never had it, never tried it. So I want to plant a few and see how that goes.
This one is tall Utah celery.
And I got this one. We don't eat celery. I just use it in my chicken stock. But my father-in-law loves celery, so I've never grown it. But I want to grow it for him.
Well, we're trying to do some new things this year, too.
Maybe.
To
And I can always
add to.
freeze it and put it in my freezer, for stock.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I've got some more of these yellow Spanish sweet onions. I just got them just to have. I'm probably going to actually plant them next year because I've got a big tray. If you've been watching my updates, I've got a tray in there that has like 99 in them. So I'm going to end up with like 150 onions, which is great because then I've got 3 more packs here. This is the Texas Grano, which I have in there that has done just really good. I love it. Okay, so you want to keep your seeds stored dry in a closed container or in a drawer, dark spot kind of thing. But I wanted to show you guys how I actually store mine. A lot of people will buy like the photo containers, or they'll have drawers, or they'll have boxes stacked up, and it'll be like all 1 box of onions, all 1 box of kale, all 1 box of spinach, or whatever. They'll have everything separated out. I don't do that because I've got so many. I need to, and I don't have as many as most of y'all, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
But because I do a lot of my own seed saving, I got a lot of seeds and stuff last year that I just have thrown in here right now. I've got them marked, just written on the bag and the year for when the seeds that I saved. But all of my little bitty packages, I do by when it needs to go in the ground, in some kind of dirt. So, like, right now, I have them separated out by when I start indoors and when I start outside. So, like, right now would be, or we just passed what I've been doing my updates on is what I have here. This is my start indoors in January. And I put on here 10 to 12 weeks before the last frost date. And that's when I have my my Brussels sprouts, my onions, my cabbage, my broccoli, stuff like that for this right here. Because they take so long. And they're cold weather plants. And then I have another one here that says start indoors. And I have a date on this one. This is 2/15 to 3/15, which is 4 to 8 weeks before my last frost date. So this is my cabbage, my basil, my dill, the lavender, a bunch of flowers. There's my red peppers. Catnip. That's the one on the back. Eggplants, peppers, tomatoes, basil, sage, a lot of my herbs. Bunch of tomatoes, rosemary, some flowers and stuff like that. But also some of these flowers can just be direct sown outside if you want them a little bit later. You start them inside to get the earlier flowers for the pollinators, for the early seeds, or you can start them outside and then just let them come up as like we did last year with the tires. Logan did a project with the tires, and in May we just planted all the flowers outside, and that way our pollinators they weren't attracted until June-ish, into July, end of June, something like that. So they were a little bit later getting started. And then I have what I can plant outdoors in February. And this is spinach, Swiss chard, some lettuce, radishes, carrots. And this is going to be like the middle to end of February. Especially with this, like, we got darn near a foot of snow outside. So, not going to go out right now. Then I have my start indoors from 3/15 to 4/15. Because our last frost date here in 7B in West Tennessee they say April 1st. Given the weather, I'm going to go up to April 15th. April 15th is, I think, for 6B, but I would run that to May 1st. So I'm sticking with April 15th as my last date, because this year is just cold. And once you get to gardening, you'll kind of figure out your own little niche on when you need to start things. So on these, I'm putting the 15th and not the 1st of the month. So that way I get the latter part of the last frost date range. So this one is up to 4 weeks before start indoors, 315 to 415. And these are some more of the fast growing tomatoes. If I want to start my squashes and zucchinis and stuff indoors, I can. I've got a butternut, some patty pans, cucumbers, watermelons. If I want to start any of those early, that's when I can do this. If not, I can just direct sow them outside. Closer to May 1st-ish, something like that. I'm not going to sit here and go through all of them, but I've got a direct sow outside, which is after April 15th, and that's my biggest pack, because that's all the beans and squashes and all that stuff that can go straight outside into the ground. Then I've got my sunflowers. Sunflowers. Oh, and I do have echinacea, which is going to be one of my medicinal herbs I'm excited about this year. Black-eyed Susans. Which one is this one? Alyssum. And I have white alyssum and pink alyssum. Oh, and then I have Love Lies Bleeding Amaranth. I don't know if you guys can see that. And that's going to be part of a little project I got going on. We've got dill, catnip. Did y'all see that look he just gave me? I seen it out of the corner of my eye. He's like, what project? What are you talking about?
Oh, no. I know they're coming.
Chives. Oh, and here's my chamomile. And that's part of my herbal medicinal antique collection. And nasturtiums. And then a whole bunch of sunflowers. And then I've got my outdoor in July, which will be the rutabagas. That's the only thing I'm planting in July. Everything else will be in the canner, I'm sure. And I've got a whole bunch of flowers and stuff that I'm going to start for my mother-in-law. I don't do a whole lot of like green beans and peas and especially English peas, because you can, once the ground thaws out this year, you could actually do sweet peas outside. Or English peas, but I'm not going to do them this year because they take so much care, and you have, well, not care, they, like, you have to pick them right after the sun hits them, and then you have to have them shelled and, like, flash frozen or processing within an hour afterwards, and I just don't have that kind of time because I work full time. And the kids are, sometimes they're here, sometimes they're not. And I can't always, get everything squared away to where we're going to get them done in time. And they just do that because then if you wait more than an hour, the sugars start breaking down and turning into starches. And I don't get into all that. So I'm not going to do English peas this year. I did it once last year. And that's all I'm going to do. Done with those. And I don't have enough room for like big patches of green beans and peas and stuff like that. So if you watched me last year, I talked about some of my family doing some of the field crop sharing where we kind of swap some food back and forth and all that. I grow this, they grow that, and we kind of swap it up. So we'll be doing that again this year, I'm sure. And also coming up, we'll have another potato planting video hopefully pretty soon once the snow and everything leaves in the next week or two. A lot of snow out there, and it'll be there probably for the next 3 or 4 days, but we're gonna get some potatoes in the ground pretty soon, so that'll be my first time planting a bunch of Irish potatoes this year. And I think I got my daddy all stirred up on planting stuff. He ain't planted in a while or has never planted, so it's interesting to see what kind of stuff he comes up with and see what all he wants to get his toes wet and doing again, because maybe he hadn't done it for a while or whatever. So I'm glad to be pushing him and encourage him to do some stuff with me. So I guess that's all that we have for you guys tonight. So We bless you, and we will see you next time. Bye.